5 misconceptions about karma you must stop believing. In the stillness before dawn, when the world has not yet remembered its worries, there exists a space where truth becomes clear, where the mind, unguarded and unburdened, can hear the timeless whispers of wisdom. It is in that silence that the Buddha's voice echoes across centuries, offering not commandments, not threats, not promises of paradise or fear of punishment, but an invitation to understand the nature of our lives, our suffering, and our liberation. Too often, human beings wander endlessly, seeking meaning in the shadows, hoping for miracles to rewrite their fate, praying for luck to erase their mistakes. Yet the Buddha reminds us gently, we are the heirs of our action, not to frighten us, not to bind us, but to free us. For karma is not a chain wrapped around our ankles. It is the path beneath our feet, a path we shape with every thought, every word, every intention. And yet, even now, karma remains one of the most misunderstood teachings in the world. Some fear it, others distort it, many resign themselves to it, thinking it is something that happens to them rather than something that flows from them. Today, let us walk together through the fog of misconception. Let us clear the dust that has settled on this ancient teaching. Let us rediscover karma not as a superstition, not as a threat, but as a profound map for transformation. For when we understand karma clearly, we understand ourselves clearly. And when we understand ourselves clearly, we awaken the freedom that has always been ours. Number 1. Karma is immediate punishment or reward. One of the most widespread misunderstandings is the belief that karma strikes instantly, like a divine hammer waiting to fall the moment we make a mistake. You hurt someone today, something bad will happen tomorrow. You do a good deed this morning, blessings will arrive this afternoon. But this is not how karma works. Karma is not a cosmic vending machine. It is not a system of instant justice. It is not a spiritual boomerang that always returns in the same form or within the same lifetime. The Buddha taught that karma is the natural unfolding of cause and effect, shaped not only by actions, but by intention, character, and consciousness. Sometimes the seeds we plant take years to ripen. Sometimes they bloom in an entirely different way than we expect. And sometimes they never bear fruit at all, because new choices, new wisdom, new awareness can transform the soil of our lives. If karma were immediate, no one would ever need discipline. No one would ever learn patience. No one would grow through adversity. And suffering, so often misunderstood, would have no place in our awakening. But suffering does have a place, because karma is not here to punish us. Karma is here to teach us. Every moment of pain reveals something about our patterns. Every moment of joy reveals something about our alignment. Every moment of silence reveals something about our inner truth. Instead of fearing karma, we are asked to observe it, to understand it, to cultivate conditions that lead to clarity, compassion, and freedom. For it is not the timing of karma that matters, but the direction of the heart. Number 2, karma is controlled by external forces or divine judgment. Many people imagine karma as an invisible authority seated somewhere above the clouds, issuing verdicts, tracking offenses, rewarding virtue, and punishing wrongdoing. They picture karma as a divine judge, a cosmic policeman, or a spiritual accountant who never forgets a single mistake. But this view reflects fear, not understanding. The Buddha did not teach about a universe governed by divine favoritism or punishment. He did not describe gods weighing our deeds on golden scales. He did not speak of karma as a supernatural referee who decides who wins or loses in life. Instead, he pointed gently inward. Look to your own mind. There you will find the creator of your happiness and suffering. Karma is not something done to you. But karma is something that flows from you. When people believe karma is controlled externally, they surrender their power. They blame fate. They fear curses. They attribute their struggles to punishment from above, rather than to the patterns within their own thoughts, speech, and actions. This misunderstanding keeps them trapped. For if karma were controlled by an external force, then your growth would not be in your hands. Your transformation would depend on someone else's will. Your liberation would rely on pleasing invisible beings rather than understanding yourself. But Buddhism is a path of profound responsibility because it is a path of profound freedom. Every intention you choose, every story you rewrite, every habit you transform becomes a turning point in your karma. You are not a puppet. You are not a victim of fate. You are not waiting for permission from the heavens to change your life. You are the sculptor, shaping the clay of your future. Think of karma not as judgment, but as momentum. Every thought strengthens a direction. Every action deepens a groove. Every choice builds a pathway. When your choices are rooted in greed, anger, and ignorance, your life becomes clouded, heavy, and confused. When your choices are rooted in generosity, compassion, and clarity, your life becomes spacious, peaceful, and empowered. No deity grants this. No supernatural being denies it. It is the natural unfolding of your own inner landscape. Consider a seed. A tree grows not because a god commands it, but because the conditions support it: sunlight, soil, water, time. Likewise, your life grows according to the conditions you cultivate in your mind and heart. If you nurture envy, envy grows. If you nurture patience, patience grows. If you nurture fear, fear grows. If you nurture wisdom, wisdom grows. This is karma, not judgment, but causation. Not punishment, but unfolding. Not fate, but transformation. And this understanding brings great relief. You no longer need to beg the universe for mercy. You no longer need to fear the mysterious workings of destiny. You no longer need to wonder why others seem favored while you struggle. Instead, you turn inward. You refine your intention. You purify your actions. You align your heart with what is true and wholesome. Then karma ceases to be a threat and becomes a compass, a guide, a powerful ally on the path to freedom. For the world does not shape your destiny. Your own mind does. And when your mind changes, your karma changes. And when your karma changes, your life transforms. Number 3. Karma is fixed, predetermined, and cannot be changed. One of the most disheartening misunderstandings about karma is the belief that it is unchangeable, set in stone from past lives, sealed by previous choices, and impossible to escape. Many people carry this misconception like a heavy burden on their shoulders, whispering to themselves, "This must be my fate. This suffering is my destiny. I cannot change because my karma is already written." But this belief is not only mistaken, it is the very opposite of what the Buddha taught. The Buddha spoke of karma as dynamic, not static, a living force, not a frozen verdict, a river that can change direction at any moment, not a prison cell with locked doors. And within this teaching lies one of the most empowering truths on the spiritual path. The future is not the echo of the past. The future is the awakening of the present. Yes, our past influences us. Yes, it shapes tendencies, habits, emotional patterns, and circumstances. But influence is not destiny. Momentum is not imprisonment. Conditioning is not fate. The Buddha taught that at any moment, with a single breath of understanding, the entire course of our karma can shift. You can break a lifetime of anger with one moment of genuine forgiveness. You can interrupt decades of fear with one moment of courage. You can dissolve generations of ignorance with one moment of awareness. This is why the Buddha emphasized right view, because clarity itself is transformative. The moment you see your patterns clearly, you are no longer controlled by them. The The moment you understand the roots of suffering, suffering loses its power. The moment you choose awareness over autopilot, you reclaim your direction. Even the darkest karma can be transformed by present wisdom. Even the deepest wounds can be healed by present compassion. Even the heaviest burdens can be lightened by present insight. Imagine a boat traveling down a river. If no one touches the oars, it will continue following the current. This is past karma. But the moment you take hold of the oars, the direction changes. This is present karma, the karma that matters most. Many people fear karma because they believe it chains them to their history. But karma is not a chain. It is a teacher. And like any compassionate teacher, it allows you to correct your path at any moment. You are not bound to repeat yesterday. You are not condemned by old choices. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are shaped by your awareness of them. Every moment is a chance to begin again. Every breath is an invitation to choose differently. Every thought is a seed that can alter the future. This is why the Buddha's teachings are filled with hope, not fatalism. Why his message is empowering, not restricting. Why those who understand karma deeply feel liberated, not trapped. Your past has brought you to this moment. But it is this moment that creates your future. Not what you were yesterday, but who you are willing to become today. Take hold of the oars. Turn the boat. Steer your life with intention, compassion, discipline, and clarity. For karma is not destiny. Karma is choice, and every choice carries the power to transform everything. Number 4, karma only concerns individual action, not intention or mind. Many people believe that karma is created only by outward actions. What we physically do, what we say, how we behave in the world. But the Buddha taught something far deeper, far more subtle, and far more powerful. It is intention, O monks, that I call karma. This single sentence reshapes our entire understanding of moral responsibility and spiritual growth. Karma does not begin when the hand moves. Karma begins when the mind moves. Before any action emerges, there is a seed, a thought, a desire, a fear, an impulse, a belief. This seed is where karma is actually formed. The action is merely the fruit. Two people may commit the same action, yet the karma they generate can be entirely different. Why? Because the intention behind the action holds the true weight. A surgeon cuts to heal. An attacker cuts to harm. One action is compassionate, the other is violent. The karmic imprint is not in the blade, but in the heart behind it. When we misunderstand karma as only physical action, we overlook the most important part of our spiritual training, the purification of the mind. Your anger creates karma even before a single word is spoken. Your jealousy shapes karma even before anyone sees your reaction. Your kindness radiates karma even before your hands offer help. The mind is the origin of all pathways. Actions follow. Destiny unfolds. This understanding turns your entire inner world into a field of practice. Every moment becomes meaningful. Every thought becomes an opportunity. Every emotion becomes a chance for awareness. Instead of waiting for big decisions or dramatic actions, you begin noticing the karmic seeds forming in real time. When resentment rises, there is karma beginning. When compassion rises, there is karma beginning. When fear tightens your chest, karma begins. When wisdom softens your heart, karma begins. Life becomes a series of sacred moments where you choose what to plant. And here lies the beauty of karma. You cannot always control what happens outside you, but you can always guide what happens within you. Your intention is the steering wheel of your destiny. When the mind is clouded by ignorance, even good actions can carry confusion. When the mind is clear with understanding, even difficult actions can be rooted in compassion. A parent may discipline a child with love, not anger. A teacher may speak sternly with wisdom, not ego. A leader may make tough decisions from responsibility, not craving for power. It is the inner state that defines the karmic outcome. This insight teaches us humility, for we see that our true work is not merely in changing our behavior, but in transforming the consciousness behind it. It also teaches us compassion, for we realize that others act from their conditions, fears, wounds, and illusions. And above all, it teaches us vigilance, for the mind left unattended becomes a factory of unwholesome karma. But the mind cared for with mindfulness becomes a wellspring of peace. The Buddha did not ask us to fear our actions. He asked us to understand our intention. He asked us to watch the mind with gentle clarity. He asked us to cultivate wholesome roots, generosity, love, patience, wisdom, so that our actions naturally follow the path of liberation. For in the end, transformation does not begin in the world. Transformation begins in the mind that perceives the world. Your intention is not just part of karma. Your intention is karma. Number 5. Karma is a cosmic scoreboard for good and bad deeds. One of the most limiting views of karma is the idea that it operates like a divine bookkeeping system, where every good deed earns a point and every bad deed subtracts 1, and the universe tallies your score to determine your destiny. This misconception reduces a profound spiritual teaching into a childish game of cosmic arithmetic. But karma is not a scoreboard. Karma is not a ledger. Karma is not a spiritual bank account where generosity deposits merit and mistakes withdraw it. The Buddha did not teach karma to encourage moral competition or spiritual greed. He taught it to illuminate the mechanics of suffering and liberation. When people cling to the scoreboard mentality, their actions become transactional. I'll help because it gives me good karma. I'll avoid wrongdoing because I'm afraid of losing my karma points. I'll meditate because I want spiritual rewards. Such actions may look virtuous on the surface, but underneath them lies craving, the very root of suffering. This is why the Buddha said it is not the action alone that matters, but the quality of the mind behind it. You do not practice kindness to earn points. You practice kindness because kindness dissolves the illusion of separation. You do not avoid harm out of fear. You avoid harm because compassion naturally arises from understanding. You do not meditate to earn merit. You meditate to free the mind from the causes of suffering. Karma is not a reward system. It is a mirror, a reflection of the state of your consciousness. If your mind is clouded with attachment, pride, or fear, then even good deeds can strengthen unwholesome patterns. If your mind is clear with wisdom and compassion, then even small acts can expand your freedom. Karma is not keeping score. Karma is showing you, and this is where liberation begins. The Buddha's teaching invites us to shift from transactional living to transformational living. Instead of asking, "What do I get from this?" we ask, "What kind of person am I becoming through this?" Instead of worrying about divine approval, we cultivate inner integrity. Instead of seeking cosmic rewards, we seek understanding. Karma is simply the unfolding of patterns. Patterns born from intention, shaped by awareness, purified by insight. When you stop treating life as a game of moral accounting, you become free to act with genuine compassion, genuine clarity, genuine courage. Your actions no longer come from fear of punishment or hope for reward. They come from the flowering of wisdom within you. And it is this freedom, not fear, that transforms karma. Conclusion. As we reach the end of this journey, remember this: karma is not here to limit you. It is here to awaken you. It is not a force watching you from the sky. It is the whisper of your own heart, calling you back to yourself. Every moment you are writing the next chapter of your life, not through fate, not through superstition, not through the approval of unseen beings, but through the clarity of your intention and the compassion of your actions. Your past does not imprison you. Your mistakes do not define you. Your suffering is not a sentence. You are not bound to repeat the patterns that once controlled you. You can choose again. You can turn the mind. You can rise from the ashes of old habits and step into a life shaped by wisdom, courage, and presence. The Buddhist teaching on karma is not a warning. It is a doorway into responsibility, a doorway into transformation, a doorway into freedom. Walk through it with awareness. Walk through it with compassion. Walk through it with the unshakable knowing that you are the sculptor of your destiny. For karma is not the law of punishment. It is the law of awakening. And your awakening begins